this morning we showed up at the studio bright and early. It was Julie, Amy, and I who all shot today together, which was fun. And we didn't really know what to expect. We were told we were shooting one of the last episodes and we were going to have some fun. And that was kind of all we were told.
Today I got to the studio, I got up nice and early to beat that Beltline traffic and ended up being here 10 minutes early, so I sat in my car to kind of, I guess, get nervous about what was going to happen today. I knew all the girls were going to be here, but we really didn't know what was going to happen.
So it was a really difficult decision on what to wear because I felt like I needed to be ready for anything, but I was trying to look nice at the same time. So I think things worked out pretty well, but I think for some of the activities, I definitely wish I would have had my running shoes on.
To begin my day, I've been having a horrible day. These girls have been subjected to, I'm so glad I'm with some caregivers, because they've been subjected to the first hand of what gluten does to me all day. So this has been an interesting morning.
So we get to the studio and we see hula hoops in the car that also light up, a bunch of bouquets of flowers, and a basketball. So I didn't really know what we were in for, but it ended up being a really fun day.
We started out, I saw Julie sitting in her car, so of course I had to go make a face at her. And then 2 seconds later I saw Emily pull up and I'm like, all right, this is going to be awesome. And then nausea set in. I'm like, oh God.
When we got in the van, as we all crammed in the back of the van, which was interesting, I kind of felt like I was in Girl Scout, going to a Girl Scout meeting or something. We were all packed in the back, and I had to ride in the middle, so that was interesting. I felt nice and snuggly with the girls, and we saw in front of us, because the seat of the van were way in the back, there was hula hoops, a carton of eggs, a basketball, and a bunch of fake flowers.
Went to Gigi's Cupcakes and wasn't quite sure what we were going to do there because there was just this array of fun-filled equipment in the White Flame. So at first we tried to see what we could do with the hula hoops. None of us were that successful at just hula hooping. So I was kind of like, okay.
First we went to Gigi's Cupcakes, which is always a pleasant stop in the White Flame van.
I think we were supposed to do some hula hooping, but that didn't happen. But we went to Gigi's Cupcakes and we had a blindfold tasting.
We had a blind taste testing of the cupcakes there, which was super fun to do.
Went into Gigi's Cupcakes, had some of the most delicious cupcakes, and then, yeah, gluten intolerance kicked in.
We had blindfolds on, we tasted different cupcakes, and then we had to see if we could tell what the flavors were and the type of frosting and everything. I think it went really well. We all did a really great job with it, and we got to eat cupcakes out of it. So all in all, I think we were all winners in that situation.
All right, we're here at Gigi's Cupcakes today, and we've got all the brides for our survival guide. And we are trying some Gigi's Cupcakes to see if they can tell which is which. So a little taste testing blind here. And we're going to see how good they can tell flavors and if it's going to make their taste buds go yum or not. So here we go, guys. Excellent. Well done on that. I got them all right. So this one was the strawberry shortcake. It has fresh strawberries in the cake and the frosting. It's a buttercream frosting. We do our Gigi swirl, red sugar, and then we put a little, pipe a little red strawberry on there for you. Still working with our white cake on that one for your gluten-free. Okay. So that's our white hot chocolates, which is the white cake, buttercream. Yep, and then we top it with our marshmallows just to give it that hot chocolate.
Oh my God, it is so good.
Excellent.
My idea of the cupcakes is trying to understand exactly, one, what the frosting tastes like, so that way I kind of got a clue of what area of Gigi's Cupcakes it could have been, and then devouring the cake.
So that is our new fall special. It's a German chocolate cake filling with a German chocolate filling and then a chocolate cream cheese frosting. So she was spot on with the cream cheese base there. And then we cup it in a toasted coconut. So a new fall favorite for everybody. Very, very, very good. Well done. Way to pull out those flavors. Excellent.
So the German chocolate was excellent. I have to say it did remind me of my grandma's cake, and it was one of my grandpa's favorite cakes. It's really great. It really just reminded me of home, so I really enjoyed that cake.
It's like fall in a cupcake.
Very true.
I think it's pumpkin.
Pumpkin, very good. And another one of our new fall flavors, it's pumpkin white chocolate. So a pumpkin cake with white chocolate chips, cream cheese frosting, and then we sprinkle it with pumpkin pie spice with some more chocolate chips on top and cupped in white sprinkles. So, yep, it is fall in a cupcake for sure. We love that one. I get so excited to have that for fall.
We then, from Gigi's Cupcakes, went to a park where we played some games.
Oh yeah, there was also a carton of eggs in the van this morning, which I think was the most worrisome item. So we get to the park and I hear the word obstacle course.
We had to balance an egg on a plastic spoon, which was a little difficult.
I was pretty impressed on the whole egg obstacle course. It reminded me of 8th grade in our home ec class when we had to take care of the baby egg. You must take care of the baby egg. Don't let your baby get hurt.
So there's a great little jungle gym at the park, and we ran through it as fast as we could with a plastic spoon, a raw egg, and had to go down the slide and everything. That was definitely a challenge. I went first and was really, really bad at the slide. Lost my egg multiple times. Fortunately, never cracked it, never broke an egg, but I fell off the spoon a whole bunch.
I dropped my egg before I even got down the slide, so that was kind of embarrassing because I was the last to go, so I heard all the tips. I felt like I had an advantage, and I dropped the egg before I even got in the slide.
My baby apparently broke. So we didn't do so well at the very end of this obstacle course, but you know, hey, it made it through pretty much the entire rest of the time.
I'm about to the obstacle course. I am excited. I requested some Jock Jams music be played. I don't hear it right now, but I'm hoping that gets piped in really soon. I think I'm ready to do this and win it too. Basically, I just hope to make it through without any egg on me is really my main goal.
Well, look at it survived though.
Yeah, it didn't break. I think it could have gone better, but it went okay. I definitely figured out some strategies as I was going through it. Shooting out through the slide really fast didn't work out so well, but I was able to pass on some good tips to other girls, I think, and help them out.
To start this off, I am exhausted. I have had a long night. I am just wondering on how my skills are gonna be because, yeah, with the amount of tired that I am, I'm pretty sure it counts to being intoxicated. Oh, my brain is not here, but I am. Whoa! Saved by a chest! Now that's what these eggs are meant for, right? Hit ground. Humpty Dumpty did have a great fall, all into the cleavage. But no, he did a good job. Eggbird over here, he did well, but he did not last. He will be used for breakfast later. in memory?
I'm a little nervous about breaking the egg. This is kind of reminding me, in college I worked for an anatomy lab, and they actually did research on eggs and limb development, and so I used to have to work with the incubator, so I'm kind of having a flashback of handling the egg, so I'm going to try my best here to do the most excellent job, but we'll see here. But I do have an advantage. I am going last, so I kind of picked up some tips from the other girls, so we'll see how this goes. Thumbs up, game time. Oh!
And it's correct.
I took everybody's advice to go slow. Touchdown. So it went pretty well. I'd have to say I broke the egg within the first probably 30 seconds, so that was kind of a disadvantage. It was kind of fun. I haven't played on a playground in a long time, so it was fun, but I lost. So, oh well. It's all about fun, so nobody's a loser. But according to Ricky Bobby, if you ain't first, you're last. I think that went pretty well after I got my second egg and went down. And I did manage to go down one time down the slide without dropping my egg, so felt pretty good about that. And then we did the swing bouquet toss, which I had a really good first toss, and I think I practiced really well. I practiced my swing, and then the second toss didn't go so well.
And then we did a bouquet toss on the swing set, where we had to swing and then throw the flowers into the hula hoop. I wasn't very good at that either, but the last toss I did, I think I redeemed myself and I almost got it in the hula hoop.
We did a toss, kind of like a lawn toss, only with bouquet toss, and that was okay, except for the fact the whole swinging part kind of, didn't really want to work with my stomach.
But that was fun. Got to sit on the swings. Again, another childhood relive. I think my strategy is going to try to get some height. Gonna pump my legs really hard like I was taught as a little girl, and try to get some height and distance, because I think that's what we're gonna go for here to try to hit the hoop. So I'm gonna try to perfect my aim here. We will see what happens. 1, 2, 3. Oh!
I think my strategy is very similar to Julie's. My plan is to go as high as I can to get closer to the hoop, and then make a slam dunk is the correct terminology for this, but to just get my flowers in the hoop best I can. I don't know how good my aim will be, but I guess we'll find out soon. Game time. Come on, Emily! Oh, the win! Sorry, future women who want to catch the bouquet.
What I think I'm gonna do is this kind of, the weight of the flowers reminds me of one of those lawn darts.
Oh!
think my strategy worked very well. We're using the primary top here as the main weight, and I think that worked extremely well, just kind of going along the lines of just lawn dart or something of that nature. I was very meticulous. It was more or less like the perfect shot kind of idea. You know, you don't take the perfect shot until you're ready, and that's one of those times.
I lost all my strategy during the bridal top game. There was a little bit of wind and my flowers were not very heavy, so I really just was trying to chuck it as hard as I possibly could, which kind of decreased my aiming abilities, but it all worked out okay again. We're having fun. We're outside on a gorgeous fall day. I really was just trying to throw it as hard as I could, because after the first one flopped because the wind came right as I was throwing it and it just died. The second time I was just trying to throw it as hard as I could, so I got good distance, but the aim was way off. And then when I was able to stay still and do the backwards one was when I did the best and almost got it in the hoop, because I was able to kind of center myself and use two hands and really chuck it back.
So strategy kind of went to the wind after the second one. I don't know, I think I lost my focus, so I tried to aim up, you know, take a couple practice swings like I would playing mini golf or regular golf, but I'm more of a mini golf expert. And obviously you can see it wasn't so expert move. I missed my goal, so I wasn't on my game today. I just tried to take a couple practice swings and aim as well as I could. I think I got a straight shot. I just, you know, kind of choked, and the wind missed my goal, so I'll blame it on the wind too. But Amy was on her game, so she's the winner.
The last activity that we did today, we played a game of basketball that was like horse, but instead we did it to UBSG, the Ultimate Bride Survival Guide, and I ended up winning that game. So my basketball skills from middle school and high school back in the day, I think, really shone through.
And then we played basketball, which I thought I had it. I thought basketball was the one I was going to do good. We, about 5 years ago when I met Mark, 4.5 years ago, I was in a rec league for the Madison Rec League basketball with some coworkers and some friends. And the first game, though, I did get a black eye. I got elbowed going for a jump ball.
And then, yeah, we did the basketball.
And so I had to walk around with a pretty significant dark black eye that went down pretty far. And I had gone to a friend's birthday party and didn't really think I was going to meet anybody. It was just, we went sledding, we went to a bar, and we, my friend said, "You need to meet Mark. He's a really nice guy." And so I met him. I had the black eye, didn't really think it was going to go anywhere. He asked for my number and called me back, and our first date, I still had the black eye. And we went to dinner, and it was kind of embarrassing because he thought everyone would think that he gave me the black eye, which he absolutely didn't. I got into the basketball, but it was kind of funny. And so it kind of brought all my first meeting by playing basketball. So I think he might be a little disappointed in my shots.
And I was happiest to win that game because Brian and I played intramural college basketball together, and I haven't played since. And I think if he knew I was playing basketball, he would have been kind of concerned today because I haven't played in a long time, and it usually takes me a while to warm back up. So I think it went really well, and it was really fun.
It's just been one of those kind of days where it's just, hey, I'm not on my A game, but you know what? I still won a couple things out of the deal, and I'm still here hanging out with some awesome people, so I really can't complain.
I think, though, if you see my shots, and I did get up first when we were off screen, I think we were hitting them a lot better. So, but they didn't see that. At least I'll tell you guys that.
I'm glad that I got some of the rust off and was able to make a few shots today.
I really like how me and Emily and Julie all finally got a chance to like really hang out together, because we all seem like a pretty awesome group of gals to hang out with, so that's kind of the way I want to keep going. I know for a fact I want to talk to them more after all of this is done, because they're pretty awesome.
I think the most fun part of the day was just spending time with Julie and Amy, getting to know them a little bit better, find more about how their wedding planning is going and what they're looking forward to when this is all done. We were cheerleading each other on during the different activities and being really supportive. They're both really great girls, and I'm really glad I've gotten to know them better today.
It was a good time had by all, and like I said, I'm sorry for subjecting the girls to my illness, but you know, hey, it's an interesting awareness that now that they get to see. So I thank them immensely, and I will borrow them later to get me some saline and an IV.
We had a lot of fun, and it was a gorgeous day outside with awesome weather, so I really couldn't have asked for anything else today, even if I didn't win too many of the activities.
Other than that, the White Flame was awesome. I just wish it had bigger windows so that way I could get more fresh air, but all in all, it was a good time, and I'm ready to see how this all turns out, because this is just going to be awesome, and the girls are totally welcome to come to my wedding too. So more karaoke fun for all.
So today, when we went to Gigi's Cupcakes, we had to get back in the White Flame, and I was the first one to try to open the door, and it was stuck. And then the men of our group decided, well, oh no, this is how you open it. So they're all trying to show us how to open it. Of course, it still didn't open. But nonetheless, they thought they could do it. And then we saw a white piece of plastic fall off. So I'm not sure where that came from, but it ended up on the ground. And eventually, I think Amy crawled on the inside and managed to get the door open from the inside. And we managed to make it through the whole shoot, and we're all still alive, so bonus.
Today, Julie, Amy, and I got to share it together. There was just like the one back seat, so we were like crammed in there like sardines, just really bonding in the back seat today.